He called heads, gentlemen. He called heads. It is tails. You have won the toss. You may defer to second half, choose a kick, receive, or defend either goal. You want to defer.
The Blue Devils have won the toss. They've elected to defer. Cawood, Kentucky will defend. Blue Devils going to be kicking to the north end zone, defending the south. Tommy, back up to you.
Thanks, John. And Lebanon and Cawood High School from Harlan, Kentucky are ready to get started in the 1994 Blue Devil homecoming game. The rain tonight has kept this crowd from being the near capacity crowd we thought we would have. Cawood did not bring a big crowd with them. It's almost 5.5 hours from Lebanon to Harlan, Kentucky. They've got about 55 or 60 people across the way. Harlan, the visitors from Kentucky, come in 0-4, and folks, here come the Blue Devils. Lebanon 2-1 on the season. A win last week over county and regional rival Mount Juliet by a score of 13-0. Lebanon dressed in white helmets, blue jerseys, white pants. Harlan's Cawood High School Trojans dressed in the Carolina blue pants, white jerseys, blue trim, blue numerals, and white headgear. They come in 0-4. Kentucky high school football starts a week earlier than we do in Tennessee. They're 0-4. They lost last week by a score of 33-8 to South Laurel High School of London, Kentucky. Lebanon will kick the football to start this game. Kicking off for the Blue Devils will be Kyle Zachary. And deep to return for Cawood will be a junior, Anthony Middleton. And here with the play-by-play call of tonight's homecoming football game is Sam Axley.
Thank you, Tommy, and welcome to another Lebanon High School game. As Tommy told you, Zachary getting ready to kick off and start this ball game. Excuse me, let me fix this just a little bit. And Cawood comes in, as Tommy told you, 0-4. Middleton will stand about the 5-yard line. As we're about ready to get homecoming 94 underway, Zachary's kick is on the way. Not the best of kicks. Will bounce about the 25 and roll. Picked up at the 21 and taken down actually about a yard loss on the play as Damian C. got a hold of him, and down there in the pile as well was Luke Shepard.
Lehue jumped in there, and Kyle Zachary is the kicker. He doesn't mind getting in on the pile. So Lebanon with gang tackling to start this football game. Lebanon defensively, that same group they've used. Gannon, Crockett, Bowles, Alls, and Reynolds. Starting at the linebackers, Sellers and Griffin.
Jacob Saylor is the quarterback for Cawood. He will bring his team out in an I. Wide receiver on the right side. He'll give it to the tailback straight up the middle, about a yard gain. As in on the run that time for Cawood was Denny Curtis. He got met in the hole quickly by Ryan Alds in the front of that line, Tommy.
Lehue, Phillips, C., and Damon Pitt will be in the secondary for the Blue Devils. Up front for Cawood, a tackle, Brandon Pritchard, Mike Patterson a guard, Charlie Reimer a center, Adam Farley a guard, and Sam Jones a tackle. Anthony Middleton is a receiver along with Jeremy Lee.
So second down and 9 after the 1-yard run. They will put it up a lot, will Cawood. Saylor gives it to the back off the right side. Not much of a fake, and the Blue Devils didn't go for it at all. Ian Crockett got a hold of him. Up to put his head in there as well was Jeff Gannon, so make it about 3rd and 8, Tommy.
Cawood coming into this football game has thrown the football 88 times through 4 football games. They've completed 46. The quarterback, Saylor, has thrown for 588 yards, 5 touchdowns, and 4 interceptions.
So 3rd down and 8 yards to go for Cawood. As we told you, the Trojans 0-4. Right now, the rain is just about stopped. Of course, it's been raining all day. 2 wide receivers split to the left side, Johnson and Middleton. And now Cawood wants to call a timeout. We will take one as well. 10 minutes, 14 seconds remain in the first quarter. We'll be back in just a moment.
A senior football varsity cheerleader at Lebanon High School. We are here at the home of Mr. William Beard of Beard Construction with Brandy Beard. We would like to say thank you for your support and present to you some Blue Devil football souvenirs.
Thank you. We're proud to support Blue Devil football.
Go Big Blue!
Flag thrown by Bob Gideon, the referee, back into the pile. And it looks like the mark-off could go against Lebanon. Possibly a clip on the run back, but nevertheless, the Blue Devils should be getting that football back.
And Tommy, if memory serves me, and we'll have to ask Terry, I believe that's the second pick this year LaHue has, and he's one of the smallest players on that defense.
You're right, Sam. LaHue intercepted a pass last week. He intercepted this one at the 29, ran it back to the 19, but it looks like there's going to be a clip going to bring it back, but Lebanon's still going to start in good field position on their own 38, or on Cawood's 38.
So it'll be first down and 10 for the Blue Devils, their first offensive series of the game. We've only played a couple of minutes. Scoreless ball game as Ronald C. comes out at a wide receiver on the right side. I formation behind Reeder. Sellers the tailback. Grissom the fullback. It's going to be a fake. Reeder wants to throw. He's got C down the right side all alone. Just overthrown out of the reach of C. But, Tommy, the same start that we saw last week against Mount Juliet.
Lebanon trying to stretch the defense early, Sam. Cawood operates out of a 6-2. They have three guys deep. Three deep in the secondary, and Lebanon trying to split them right down the middle with Ron C. on the post pattern, incomplete. But that maybe sends a little message to Cawood that you guys don't need to be playing us so tight.
C comes out, and Jeff Clemens comes in at a wide receiver. He and Cherry are on the left side. This time they'll pitch it to Sellers. He's got some room. 35 outruns one man. 30, 25, stiff arm down inside the 15, out at the 12-yard line. As Middleton got a hold of him, Tommy, but he drug Middleton for a good 10 yards.
John, it looked like a tandem truck down there as Jade Sellers just carried the Cawood defender with him.
Right you are, Tommy. You know, one thing Jade likes is contact, and had he just turned on the speed and went for the sidelines, he probably would have went untouched, but he'd rather throw a stiff arm and get a little contact and mix it up in there.
So it'll be first and 10 from the 12 for the Blue Devils. I formation. Reeder looking over the defense. Turns, gives it to Grissom straight up the middle, still on his feet. Face mask look like. And now the flag will come out. They'll rule him down inside the 1, Tommy. They got a hold of him. And about the 3-yard line in the face mask. I'm not sure you can put it any closer, though, than where they are.
John, what's the spot down there?
If there's a 1-inch line, that's where it's going to be. We had a face mask, and Bo's neck jerked away, and looks like they're going to put it back on the 1 foot.
So it'll be first and goal for the Blue Devils. Jeff Clemens into the game with the play. The Blue Devils will come to the line. First down and goal, and we told you about the 1-inch line. Look for Sellers possibly to get the ball here. Reed will turn. Nope, he'll give it to Grissom. Well, he figures, Tommy, he didn't get it the first time. Let him try it this time. Touchdown, Lebanon.
Bo Grissom with the touchdown for the Blue Devils. The senior cracks over from inside the 1 for the first points of the night. Lebanon takes a lead at 9-19 as the pass play, maybe just a little bit of a kind of a diversion as that running game served Lebanon well on that drive.
So Kyle Zachary will come into the game to try the extra point attempt. Reeder will hold for him. Snap down, kick is up, and it is good. And with 9:19 remaining in the first quarter, it's 11-7. Cawood nothing. We'll be back in just a moment.
Lebanon taking advantage of the interception by LaHue, goes 38 yards in 4 plays. Bo Grissom with his first touchdown of the season, a 1-yard run. 9:19 left in the first quarter. Lebanon leading Cawood 7-0.
Zachary ready to kick off for the second time in this ball game. Middleton deep to receive. 7-0. The Blue Devils quickly on top of Cawood. Better kick this time by Zachary. Taken by Middleton at the 15 up to the 20. 25 dances his way through the crowd out to about the 30-yard line, just shy of it. And again, Tommy Zachary in on the tackle for the Blue Devils.
He doesn't play like a kicker, does he? I mean, he really gets down and tries to mix it up. Cawood High School comes off of last year with a 10-2 record. They were 8-0 last year before they lost a football game. This is a program that's been to the playoffs 10 straight years before this crazy start this year.
So 1st and 10 for them at the 30-yard line. Saylor will turn, give it to his tailback. He will fight for right at 3 yards. Is Denny Curtis. He gets up to about the 33-yard line before he gets taken down. And Tommy really looked like he's just running into the middle of that defensive line. And something I noticed before the game we need to keep watch on, Cawood only has one player on their offensive line over 200 pounds.
Not a big bunch by any stretch of the imagination. And Lebanon, well, without question, outsizing and probably out-muscling Cawood at the point of attack.
So it'll be 2nd down, call it 7 for the Trojans. I formation, 2 wide receivers. Saylor, play action, wants to roll, has some pressure, completes it out across the 40-yard line to Scott Howard, and that'll be good enough for a 1st down, almost to the 44-yard line.
Nice looking play as they brought Howard underneath, ran the play fake with the quarterback Saylor on a kind of a half bootleg, and hits Howard out in the flat, Terry, for a pretty good gain.
From the 33 up to almost the 44, 11-yard pass reception by Howard and a 1st down by Cawood.
So 1st and 10 for the Trojans, just shy of their own 44-yard line. They trail 7-0. 2 wide receivers come out to the left side, Johnson and Middleton. As goes the end, Lee over there as well. Give to the tailback. He is met in the hole. Fights forward, though. A good gain of right at 6 yards. He was met quickly in the backfield by Griffin, but Tommy fought his way forward.
The measure of a good running back, Sam, is what kind of contact this guy makes after initial contact. And he kept churning and keeping those legs going. Made good positive yardage after Lebanon made contact in the backfield.
So it'll be 2nd down and 4 for Cawood. Again, 2 wide receivers split to the left side. I formation, as it is Howard, the fullback. He will get the ball, fighting still, keeps the legs going, but it only pick up a couple of yards. Jade Sellers in there on him. Griffin in there as well, but at the bottom of the pile is Ryan Alls, so it'll bring up a 3rd down and short for the Trojans.
Coming into this football game, Joel Griffin has been our leading tackler through the 3 games of the season. 29 stops on the year for Joel Griffin.
So it'll be, as we told you, 3rd and short, just over a yard and a half, call it 2 yards. Cawood has to go. 2 wide receivers this time to the right side. We have 2 tight ends in that formation. Saylor trying to draw the defense off. He'll give it to the tailback. He's got the 1st down and more as Curtis bounces inside the 45-yard line. They'll give him the 44. That's enough for another 1st down.
What Cawood's doing is using that tight end as an extra blocker. They will cover up their tight end, so to speak, in that formation. They'll have 2 wide receivers on the right side. One of those receivers on the line of scrimmage. The tight end comes over. He then is an ineligible receiver. You've only got 2 wide outs on that side who are eligible, but of course both backs are eligible to catch passes.
So 1st and 10 for Cawood. Again, this time 3 wide receivers in the game. And to Curtis one more time, fights his way inside the 40 down to the 37-yard line. And Terry, this has been a pretty good drive for Cawood.
You're right. Again, they're grinding it out on the ground. This time that's Curtis's 6th rush of the night. 6 rushes for 22 yards for Denny Curtis.
So 2nd down, and now timeout is called by Lebanon with 5:55 remaining in the 1st quarter. We'll take one as well and be back in just a moment.
Coach Randall Hutto not liking what he has seen by the Lebanon defense.